Okay, guys, so I probably should have done this before, but I went into our cameras and pulled up the playback before this thing appeared. Um, as you can see here, that is the time it was before this showed up. There's the date, there's the time. Now, I don't know when it's going to appear, but I want you guys to like watch this side here. That's where it shows up. I might have to skip through a little bit. Just kind of skip through here some. Seems normal. It seems normal and fine, right? Okay. So just keep watching. Kind of move in a little bit so you guys can see it. It's going to be right here on this side. You'll see it come into view and just like linger around. It'll linger around and it'll kind of like do its own thing. It's now 9:04. You'll see it come into view like back there, like in the back. I went through the playback earlier before I recorded this, which as I said, I should have done the first time. But I wanted to give you guys an update on it after I saw it, because I said I would check back a little later to see if it was still here or not, or still there or not. And in the update, it wasn't. So then I was like, okay, let me go and pull up the playback and run it back and see when it actually appeared for the first time. So it's still nothing. Let me kind of skip a little bit more. Okay. Go back a bit. Okay, you guys saw that, right? Okay, so I went ahead a bit to 9:13. It was 9:04. Now I skipped to 9:13. And you're going to see this thing. It looks like a bug at first. That's what it looks like. It looks like a bug just kind of swarming around, just chilling, minding its own business. But then it starts to behave in a more weird manner, more weird way. That kind of makes you question, is this really a bug? Because bugs, I mean, let's be honest, how long do they last when they appear in front of a camera? You know, how long do they stick around? They'll swarm around, they'll land on the lens itself, and they'll fly off after some time, right? Well, just want you guys to keep watching this. You'll make the decision and the question for yourself. It's now 9:14. Any minute now. Okay, you see that? You see that thing going frantic right there? That is at 9:15. And like you see that the first time and you think, "Oh, that's probably just a bug just whipping around and just going crazy." But mind you, I will count the time. It said 9:15 when it first appeared. And you can see this thing just like going nuts, just all over the screen. And then that's when it starts to take like a slower approach. Like it'll start to slow down. You can see it kind of whizzing around up there. It's now 9:16. Like I said, some probably would think, oh, it's just a bug. They do this at night. But mind you, this is winter. It's like cold. It has been raining off and on lately. It had a lot of nasty thunderstorms and stuff. Had snow at one point. You wouldn't see this stuff in that type of weather. You wouldn't see something like that spazzing out in your backyard. Okay, now 9:17 and it's still going. Let's be honest, do bugs do this for just say now 2 minutes? And then this when it starts to slow down, and when I kind of came out and started noticing it, it would kind of come down and just kind of hover around. And you know, a really weird thing, I'll get into in a minute after this playback. And see there, where'd it go? There it is. You can't tell me that doesn't look like a light, like a really bright light. It has like a mind of its own. It's kind of going around the side of the house. It's kind of coming up. And it'll go down in there, like around behind the bush, and then it'll come back out. And it'll dart around. And then like it'll just start freaking out. Like it'll just start spazzing all over the screen. To me, that looks like a light. It's like a really bright light. Okay, it's now 9:18 on this playback. It first appeared at 9:15, and now it's 9:18. And then this is what I saw when I came out of my room. Getting there, it would just do this. And that's when I grabbed the cell phone to record it, because I didn't know what I was looking at. Something that can phase into view has nothing attached to it. No strings, no wires. It does this from 9:15. It's now 9:19 on this playback. And it's doing that. So you guys really have to tell me, like really be honest in the comments. Do you honestly believe that this is still a bug? It does not look like a bug to me. I mean, it looks too intelligent. Like it's going down the side of the house. It's going behind the bush. And then it'll come up. It'll do a few circular motions. It'll kind of whiz around. And then it'll go back down behind the bush again. And then it'll go back down there again. You can see it right there. And then it'll come back out. And then it'll just dance around. To me, this is not a bug. There's no way they could last this long from 9:15 to now 9:20 at night when it's like really, really cold out. There's no way. There is no way. And if there is a bug that can do this, that can withstand cold temperatures, you guys let me know so you can prove me wrong. Because this was at night, 9:20 at night. If this were a bug, it would have flew off by now. It would have left. But this thing lingered around at least a good 4 or 5 minutes. It's just really, it's unexplainable. And then it would do that. It just whiz around and just go in circles. Sometimes it would like dart up in the corners and come down. I mean, look at that. That screams intelligent to me. There's no way that that's a bug. Something was smart. Something or someone. As I said, I'm into this stuff. I've never seen this before. As long as we've had these cameras installed, I have never seen something like that. Like ever. And then it would come down again. And then it would kind of hover. It would go off in the corner there. And then it would just float around. Yeah, there it goes again. I'm going to skip ahead a little bit. It's now 9:22. Let's see how long this has stayed out here. Okay, now 9:30. It's now 9:30 on the playback, as you guys can see. And it's still there. This is not a bug. Look at that. That's not a bug. Now 9:42. And it's just ever so slowly floating now. That's still the same thing. That's what I saw when I came out of my room and checked these cameras in the first video. This is what I saw. Just slowly dancing around. That's it right there. It just slowly would dance around. And it would go up. It would come back down. That's still it there. And then I saw some other things. Over here. Off in, like back off in that corner there. It looked like I saw more, but that's it. That's still the same thing right there. That's still it. That's what I was recording in the first video. And it looked like some more was back in here. You see like that there? It's like that's the main one. And then I saw some more back in there. As you can see, the main one, it kind of almost looks like it has something. I mean, well, from my view, it looks like it had something attached to it. But there's nothing on those bushes. There's no strings. There's no wires. There's no plastic bags. There's nothing that can get caught. This was above. the middle bush. We have 3 in the back. This was above the middle one. And it went on from 9:15 when it spawned, about to be 10 o'clock. This was last night. About to be 10 o'clock, and this thing is still out here. And it's still there. That's it. Right there. Skip ahead a little bit. Okay, 10:08. 10:08. And it's still going. That is not. I don't know how many more times I can stress this. This is not a bug. This is not a bug, people. It's still going. 10:20. Skip ahead a bit more. 10:35. Still going. Bit more. 10:48. $10.57. You can see it there. Just almost 11 o'clock. And then like that at 11:06. Well, wait. Go back a little bit. Okay. So it was there still at 11:01. And it finally disappeared at, let me give you guys the time that it hits. You can still faintly see it. There it is, still up there. This was at 11:02. And I don't see it anymore. 11:02 from 9:15 when it spawned in on camera. From 9:15 to 11:02 when it finally disappeared. That's not a bug. I will go back again. And see exactly. It may have hit a minute before 9:15. Let me just go back and double check. I'm gonna go back and double check. So I went back to 9:13. Just want to be sure, because I kind of want to correct myself if it hit a minute before. Okay, coming up at 9:14. No, still not there at 9:14. So it had to have been 9:15. Spawned or appeared at 9:15 and stayed until 11:02. That's not a bug. And I'll show you guys again. Just watch this side here when it hits 9:15. You can see it spawn in. And what you think at first is a bug. But when it starts acting strange, then you'll think again, like, that's not a bug. That's something else. Okay, 9:15 is coming up in a bit. Just keep watching that side there. Okay, you saw that? You saw how that, like, it spawned in. Well, actually, yeah, okay, yeah, it was a minute before 9:15. So 9:14 is when it showed up. 9:14 and went on until 11:02. So that whole time it was here. It was there doing this. That's not a bug. That's not a bug. But on to the strange thing. Okay. So what was really strange, what happened was um 3 of our cameras were out after that. This one was the only one that was on. All the other 3, there, they were completely out, including the one where I caught this thing on. That one was out too. This one was the only one that was still working. So I don't know if that ties in. Maybe. I don't know. But 3 cameras going down at the same time after I caught that video. I don't know when they came back up. I can check the log. Let's see. Check the log. Okay, so log's not saying anything. Okay, let me try events then. Nope. Also, nope. Nothing there. Okay, so strangely, it did not notify me in the logs that they went down, but I saw them for myself that 3 of them were not working temporarily, except for that one. So, I don't know, guys, but I said it's very mysterious. It's very strange that that happens right after I capture the other video. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I don't know. So, I guess I'll go and put this up on the channel just to let you guys know that I went into the playback mode to see and to show exactly when this spawned. 9:14 and went until 11:02. So you guys do the math. 9:14 to 11:02 when that came into view. That's not a bug. They don't last hours like that outside in the cold temperature. That was something else. But as I said, whatever it was is more than welcome to return again, because I would love to capture it for you guys. I would love to get a full video of it, full screen and all that, and show you guys. But I'm going to go put this on the channel. I'll keep an eye out on the cams, since I'm not going to bed anytime soon tonight. And I'll just kind of check in on them, every now and then, just to see if something changed or if something walked by or something, And you guys just let me know your honest opinions about what you think of all this, because I'm still speechless because I can't explain it. I've never seen something like that. So you guys watch the 4 videos, 3 or 4 videos on this, and pile them together and come up with your opinions on what you think we just witnessed in real time and in the playback. Okay? All right.